afternoon, everybody. Happy quarantine day
2462.
No, I'm just kidding, but what's up, everybody? It's your man's Mike's Own, back at it again with another one. But first we'll start off by saying God is good all the time. So I want to spread some good energy to whoever's watching this or hears my voice today and any day afterwards. But yeah, I just want to start out by saying that let's continue to spread our positivity in whatever way we can. Let's stay positive for ourselves and for others, for your loved ones, for people who are in your life, for the people that you're stuck with, that you might be getting annoyed with every day. Let's just take the moment to be thankful for all that and try to pick them up as well as ourselves. Part of this positivity spreading is to make sure that you are happy as well in your own way, and that you are searching for that, because of course with happiness and positivity and a better outlook on life and on the things that you love, good things will come. Like I always say, there is divine favor that God has for us and for you, but we have to kind of let him put his part in our life. We can't play God, so we can't control everything. So let's just spread that positive love in dark times and whenever we're going through something. So today we'll jump right into it. We're gonna have a small little conversation about that first stimulus check that just came out about 5 days ago or so. I know many of you have received it and many of you have not received it, but what we're looking at. So if you receive that $1,200 check, of course, that is for you and for your needs and for the help of for your day-to-day life, to keep it going, to pay rent if you have to pay rent or mortgage or anything like that, just to keep you afloat, or to try to. At least that's what it was intended for. Of course, we all need more than that $1,200, but yeah, it should be in your account if it's not, if you're eligible, and if it's not, you're in the same boat as a lot of people. Like, we have family members and friends that we know that haven't received theirs and that really need it right now, especially for all those people who are self-employed or work based off commissions and things like that, and who are not essential and who are not getting paid by the company for staying at home right now, and who have lost their jobs. So there's a lot of us that need it. So we really need to pray for these things to happen, to get credited right away. Stimulus part 2 might be coming out for all of us out there. It's still in the works. People have heard it's been floating around about that $2,000 for 6 months. I personally believe that that's going to be broken down once the conclusion is made, and maybe we'll be lucky to get like another stimulus that is for 6 months, but it could be between $500 and $1,000. But that is what I suspect when it comes down to the Senate and everybody who needs to vote on that proposal. So of course it is good that it's proposed and for $2,000, because that would be very beneficial to everybody and it would help out a lot. But obviously you know how the world works and you know how this government works, so we might not be seeing the $2K, and but anything is anything. So even if it's $600, $500, $1,000, that'll be perfect, because it'll be recurring for 6 months, so that'll help out a lot of people. But CARES Act 3.5, I believe, is being voted on today, April 24th, or it might have been voted on already. I'm not too sure. I got to double check my research, but just jumping around here. But that one is geared towards more for businesses and the SBA loans and the EIDL grants, which are those grants up to $10,000 for $1,000 per employee that a business may have. So if you are a business owner and you have 10 people who work under you and you still need to pay a check to them, you can still get $1,000 per employee, and that is a grant to your business. So you are not required to pay that back. So that's the bright side. As you all know, people who applied for that SBA loan about 10 days ago, that was passed on March 29th, has since been closed because we ran out of the funds the government released. But the CARES Act 3.5 that is being passed today is going to bring in more funds for that purpose. So for all those businesses that are struggling, because every business is pretty much closed here, and United States, and especially in the bigger cities, New York and California and things like that. It's very tough, and there's a lot of mom and pop stores that are struggling and that really need that help. So I hope, even we know business owners in our personal life, so I hope that that gets squared away and that it's easier for them to actually receive the funds. So there's so many applications out there and people did not even receive any of that money from the first time around. So hopefully they receive the first and the second one soon. Another thing I wanted to talk about is if you did receive that $1,200 stimulus check, what are some things that you're going to do with it? Are you in a position where you can actually save it for now in case things get a little more tough, really like not touch it at all, so that you have a little extra money for food or for anything that comes up in the near future, like next month? Like literally, if this thing gets pushed back more and more, we're going deeper into a hole and might need that money later on. But is this something that you can use for savings? I'm sure there are people that can invest it, because it really is pretty broad. Everybody's pretty much getting it if you're within a certain bracket. So I know it's definitely going to help a lot of people. Are you going to use it for others, or are you saving it to start something new at the end of this? Are you going to be able to save anything that you're getting extra during this time to maybe pursue that career change or that hobby, or start something right now that can help you when this pandemic is over, shelter in place is removed? Maybe you can use that little bit of money to start a little business on your own or whatever it is. But I definitely would like to know, because I kind of want those ideas as well for me and for others in my family that I know and friends, and maybe we can all share in this community. But yeah, those are some of the things I just wanted to cover. I'm gonna make a couple other videos soon, very soon, but I'm trying to stay consistent here. So I just got off work, working from home remotely, and I thought I'd make a short video, what's been going on and around. Of course, this is very, very, very general and not in a deep detail onto those topics, but I do want to leave everybody here with a short message, and that is the take home. Let's leave you with the take home today. So that's going to be, you can't think defeat and expect victory. Of course, I'm sure you've heard it from a lot of people and you've thought about it before, but you can take it as a reminder. I think it's a strong message. I think that it will help a lot of people, especially in a time like this. A lot of people are sad and down and out, and they have every right to be, because this is a crazy, crazy world we live in right now. Crazy experience, one for the books. But we still got to think victory. We got to find our victory in these situations, and that'll really help you and your mindset, help you get out of problems and not let things control you. You can still control your own situation. So remember, don't think defeat. If you think defeat, there'll be no victory, or at least victory will be harder to come by. So let's all think victory, and always remember that God is love. You're doing big things today, man. Even if you don't think you are, you are. Remind yourself that, and just do something that makes you happy today. If I can spread that message again, do something that makes you happy. Much love always. Peace. Oh, and I forgot to say, shout out to my beautiful, lovely wife, Carolina, who has given me the ideas for these videos, the last video and for this one as well. Shout out to her. She is also an essential worker, so I worry for her every day that she goes out and goes on the front lines of things and traveling and working the 8 hours to 8 to 9 hours, and I pray that she's always protected. So and shout out to my sister Amy. She's also going to work every day, man, at a medical office, but she's hanging in there. Everybody's doing good, so shout out to her. And my sister-in-law Marlene, she's another essential worker, so we kind of have a lot in the family. Shout outs to her, because she's also she's in the hospital every day, so not easy, and it's scary because you're traveling. So shout out to her as well. And my wife's aunt Melba, we gotta give a huge shout out to her, because she's gone through a lot, and she's going to work every day at 5 a.m. And she's at a hospital too, where a lot of the employees who work with her have suffered from the illness that's going around right now, and it's it's tough just to be around that, and to go home every day and wake up and do it all again. So shout out, and to everybody else out there, man, all the heroes. Let's all spread that love. I got big plans for the future coming, man. I'm telling you. So I think if we all stay together, we can, help each other out during this time and push forward. Now we'll say much love, always. God bless. Peace.